Sorry about the delay if anyone's out there. You know, the government's out here fucking with our satellites and shit, so we can't fucking get shit out to people. That's just how it is. Oh, goodness. While we're waiting for people to show up, you're gonna play a song.
I light every bridge I see here just to watch it burn. You seen all the hell I seen, it make your stomach turn. I think you know why I do what I do when I do. I can tell some stories about some things you don't believe. It takes more than enough now to set the sinner free. I think you know how I try when I try when I try. I might hurt a little, I might work a lot. Carry it down the guitar, stare it down the cloud. Throw some hallelujah, jump in hand in the sky. Show up Sunday morning, looking just like last night. Yeah, that's how I get back. Oh, that's how I get back. 1,000 miles of gravel, I've been walking with no shoes. No matter how far I come, I can outrun my wounds.
Is the audio okay, you guys?
Why I do what I do when I do. I might hurt a little, I might work a lot. Carry down a good time, staring down the cloud. Throw some hallelujah, just be ready to sky. Show up Sunday morning, looking just like last night. Yeah, that's how I get back. Oh, that's how I get back. I might hurt a little.
That's how I get by.
Carry down a good time. That's how I get by. Throw some hallelujah. That's how I get by. Show up Sunday morning, feeling just like last night. Woo! I might hurt you. I might hurt you. Carry down a good time. Staring down the line. Throw some hallelujah. Feel good inside. Show up Sunday morning, just like last night. Yeah, that's how I get by. Oh, that's how I get back. Lord, that's how I get by.
You know, today is just not starting out good.
Hillbilly. Nigga. White trash. Fuck you, nigga. What the fuck you rapping for? Cracker ass cracker, got your rubber flag with your camel hat backwards. Stains on your shirt with your fucked up teeth. Piece of shit truck broke down middle of the street. Old lady bitching in the passenger seat, smoking like a chimney.
Got enough people yet? What's up, Christian?
Lonely road, take me home, take me home. Lonely road, I'ma go downtown. Ain't been in a long time. I'm taking back Sundays since you took away my life. There's some things that I know now, couple songs that I rewrite. Start over like Mondays, pouring strong on a weeknight. See, I hit the devil with a bottle, but I couldn't read the tags, and your heart started showing when I seen you mad. But I wait for you, cause this is not the face I knew. I probably could have stayed this, but instead I let us crash, cause I don't trust no one to love me back. She say I do, and this is not the place for you. Lonely road, take me home to the place where we were wrong. Where'd you go now? You said it goes down, and I'm still here, all alone. When the days feel long and the nights get cold, and
Okay, guys.
think the miles away. I use alcohol just to feel that hole. Will our home ever be the same? I understand where's Prada, but I couldn't read the tag.
It's okay. This stream I'm going to leave up because I think, because the topic we're touching on today, the whole fucking world nation needs to know this shit.
This is not the place for you. Lonely road, take me home to the place. If we walk, where'd you go now? Then it goes down. I feel here all alone. If you could salvage my soul, would you sacrifice this life and not die alone? Cause even if I stay home without you, so I'm gonna leave this singer, I wanna leave you this song. Lonely road, take me home to the place. Take your sound, and still here, I'm still you all alone. Lonely road, on this road now, lonely road, take me home.
Hold on, everyone. What's going on? No, man, about. Yeah. Oh, we're trying to get from AutoZone because we get that lifetime warranty. No, very true, but we haven't moved since we've been here. Yeah, we've been stuck in the same spot. Not we got the sign up. What can we do? It's out of our powers. Not like we're Wonder Woman can fucking lift the shit up and fucking fly to our destination, you know? My mom's up there right now. Yeah. Oh, guys. Yeah, she got a ride up there from Dad. Okay. I like it in the slow lane though. I know. We'll see you later, Kay. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. Whew. I need to put like a sign on the RV. It says "Do not disturb" in session right now. So I wanted to touch on this topic because I think it's very important for the rest of America to know what what the big part of homelessness in America is all about right now. And it's not, well, 50% of it I'm going to say is due to drugs and alcohol, but the other 50%, I'm pretty sure some of you are, I'm hoping a lot of you, I'm hoping a lot of people that follow me are awake, not woke, but awake. Okay. And so, there's this big real estate corporate company, I guess if that's what you want to call it. I'm not sure. But they're called BlackRock. And I know it's a name some of you are familiar with, but yet there's a lot of people out there who don't know what BlackRock is all about. Hold on, my fucking soda got all fucking. Whee. So BlackRock. Actually, you know what? Hold on, watch this shit. Yeah, we're gonna fucking read about it because what BlackRock is doing is what they are doing right now, and they have been for like the last I'm going to say decade, but we didn't know about this until recently. Hold on. BlackRock Investments is what they're called. Investment banker. Okay, everyone? And what they're doing is they're buying up single family homes. So what they're basically doing is they're pushing out they're buying up single family homes, booting the families out, and then in return turning around and renting the homes out at a higher price. So a lot of these families can't afford that shit. Wow, it's like they almost want to take it off the fucking internet too. Wow, this is not private market. Global Infrastructure Partners, a part of BlackRock. BlackRock and Global Infrastructure Partners announced the successful completion of BlackRock's acquisition of GIP. The combination creates an industry leader in infrastructure across equity, debt, and solutions, providing a diverse range of infrastructure sector enterprise and exposure across developed and emerging markets. Can you guys hear me okay? Let me know. I gotta make sure the audio is just right. Anybody else having issues with their fucking service? Okay, you guys. BlackRock Inc. is an American multinational investment company founded in 1988, initially as an enterprise risk management and fixed income institutional asset manager. BlackRock is the world's largest asset manager with a U.S. worth of $10 trillion. Let that sink in, you guys. $10 trillion. Okay. So with US dollars 10 trillion in assets under management as of December 31st, 2023, headquartered at 50 Hudson Yards in Midtown Manhattan, New York City, BlackRock has 70 offices in 38 countries and clients in 100 countries. You want up here, Noni? Come on, puppy. No, not this way. You gotta go. No, no. Back up. Back up. Back up. Back up. Okay. Up and over. Come on. Up and over. Good boy. I guess I'm gonna have a co-host. Hi, Noni. Yep. Okay. You can't interrupt me now. And clients. Okay. BlackRock is the manager of the iShares group of exchange traded funds, and along with the Vanguard Group, and State Street, it is considered to be one of the big three index fund managers. Its Aladdin software keeps track of investment portfolios for many major financial institutions, and its BlackRock Solution division provides financial risk management services. As of 2023, BlackRock was ranked 229th on the Fortune 500 list of the largest United States corporations by revenue. So as of 2023, BlackRock's net worth. Wait, okay, I'm not scratch that because I don't know nothing about stocks and can't read that shit. But moving on, BlackRock has sought to position itself as an industry leader in environmental, social, and governance considerations and investments. The U.S. states of West Virginia, Florida, and Louisiana have divested money. Sorry, my allergies, people. Divested money away from or refused to do business with the firm because of its ESG policies. BlackRock has been criticized for investing in companies that are involved in fossil fuels, the arms industry, the People's Liberation Army, and human rights violations in China. I find that hard to believe. The company has also faced criticism for its close ties with the Federal Reserve during the COVID-19 pandemic. Says it right there, you guys. Boom. Let me highlight it. Damn it. Anyway, fuck it. So we're going to move on to the history of it. So from 1988 to 1999, BlackRock was founded in 1988 by Larry Fink, Robert S. Capito, Susan Wagner, Barbara Novak, Ben Golub, Hugh Frater, Ralph Schlush, and Keith Anderson. Sorry, guys. I lose my spot here all the time. And Keith Anderson to provide institutional clients with assets management services from a risk management perspective. Fink, Capito, Golub, and Novik had worked together at First Boston, where Fink and his team were pioneers in the mortgage-backed securities market in the United States. During Fink's tenure, he had lost $90 million as head of First Boston. The experience was the motivation to develop what he and others considered to be excellent risk management and fiduciary practices. Initially, Fink sought funding for initial operating capital from Peter Peterson of the Blackstone Group, who believed in Fink's vision of a firm devoted to risk management. Peterson called it Blackstone Financial Management. In exchange for a 50% stake in the bond business, Blackstone initially gave Fink and his team a $5 million credit line. Within months, the business had turned profitable, and by 1989, the group's assets had quadrupled to $2.7 billion. That's in 1989. The group's the percent of the stake owned by Blackstone also fell to 40% compared to Fink's staff. By 1992, Blackstone had a stake equating to about 36% of the company, and Stephen A. Schwartzman and Fink were considering selling shares to the public. The firm adopted the name BlackRock and was managing $17 billion in assets by the end of the year. At the end of 1994, BlackRock was managing $53 billion. In 1994, Schwartzman and Fink had an internal dispute over methods of compensation and equity. Fink wanted to share equity with new hires to lure talent from banks, unlike Schwartzman, who did not want to further lower Blackstone's stake. They agreed to part ways, and Schwartzman sold BlackRock a decision he later called a heroic mistake. In June 1994, Blackstone sold a mortgage securities unit with $23 billion in assets to PNC Financial Services for $240 million. The unit had traded mortgages and other fixed income assets, and during the sales process, the unit changed its name from Blackstone Financial Management to BlackRock Financial Management. Schwartzman remained with Blackstone while Fink became chairman and CEO of BlackRock. From 1999 to 2009. Okay. On October 1st, 1999, BlackRock became a public company, selling shares at $14 each via an initial public offering on the New York Stock Exchange. By the end of 1999, BlackRock was managing $165 billion in assets. BlackRock grew both organically and by acquisition. That's a logging truck if y'all heard that. Might help a little. In 2000, under the direction of Charles Halleck, BlackRock launched BlackRock Solutions, its analytics and risk management division. The division grew from the Aladdin system, the enterprise investment system, Green Package, the risk reporting service, PAG, portfolio analytics, and answer the ANSER, the interactive analytics. In August 2004, BlackRock made its first major acquisition, buying State Street Research and Management's holding company, SSRM Holdings Inc., from MetLife for $325 million in cash and $50 million in stock. Wow. Imagine being handed $325 million in fucking cash. Anyway, the acquisition increased BlackRock's assets under management from $314 billion to $325 billion. With a B. The deal included the mutual fund business State Street Research and Management in 2005. BlackRock merged with Merrill Lynch's Investment Managers Division, MLIM, in 2006, having like half. PNC's ownership and given Merrill a 49.5% stake in the company. In October 2007, BlackRock acquired the fund of funds business of Quelas Capital Management. In April of 2009, BlackRock acquired R3 Capital Management, LLC, in management of its $1.5 billion fund. In May of 2009, BlackRock Solutions was retained by the U.S. Treasury Department to analyze, unwind, and price the toxic assets that were owned by Bear Stearns, American International Group, Freddie Mac, Morgan Stanley, and other financial firms that were affected in the 2007-2008 financial crisis, aka the first initial financial collapse. The Federal Reserve allowed BlackRock to superintend the $130 billion debt settlement of Bear Stearns and American International Group. In February of 2010, to raise capital needed during the financial crisis, Barclays sold its Barclays Global Investors (BGI) unit, which included its exchange-traded fund businesses, iShares, to BlackRock for US dollars $13.5 billion, and Barclays acquired a near 20% stake in BlackRock. On April 1st, 2011, BlackRock was added as a component of the S&P 500 stock market index. In 2013, Fortune listed BlackRock on its annual list of the world's 50 most admired companies. I don't admire that fucking. Who the fuck admires that company? Oh, the rich do. That's right. In 2014, BlackRock's $4 trillion under management made it the world's biggest asset manager. The world's biggest, guys. Keyword, world's biggest. At the end of 2014, the Sovereign Wealth Fund Institute reported that 65% of BlackRock's assets under management were made up of institutional investors. By June 30th, 2015, BlackRock had $4.721 trillion of assets under management. On August 26, 2015, BlackRock entered into a definitive agreement to acquire Future Advisor, a digital wealth management provider with reported assets under management of $600 million. Under the deal, Future Advisor would operate as a business within BlackRock Solutions. BlackRock announced in 2015 that they would wind down the BlackRock Global Accent Hedge Fund after losses. The Global Accent Fund had been its only dedicated global Marco fund, as BlackRock was better known for its mutual funds and exchange-traded funds. And I do believe I've heard somewhere through the grapevine that BlackRock is actually under investigation for, you guys know? Guess it? Inside trading. Okay. At the time, BlackRock managed $51 billion in hedge funds, with $20 billion of that in funds of hedge funds. In March 2017, BlackRock, after a 6-month review led by Mark Wiseman, initiated a restructuring. Sorry, I read that wrong. Restructuring of its $8 billion actively managed fund business, resulting in the departure of 7 portfolio managers and a $25 million charge in the second quarter, replacing certain funds with quantitative quantitative quant, quantitative wow, never seen that word before, investment strategies. By April 2017, iShares business accounted for $1.41 trillion or 26% of BlackRock's total assets under management and 37% of BlackRock's base fee income. Also in April 2017, BlackRock backed the inclusion of mainland Chinese shares in MSCI's global index for the first time. So now we're going from 2020 to now. In January 2020, PNC Financial Services sold its stake in BlackRock for $14.4 billion. In March 2020, the Federal Reserve chose BlackRock to manage 2 corporate bond buying programs in response to the COVID-19 pandemic. This also included the $500 billion primary market corporate credit facility, PNCCF, and the secondary market corporate credit facility, SMCCF, as well as purchased by the Federal Reserve of commercial mortgage-backed securities. So right there, that's where BlackRock starts coming in and buying up all these homes that are, in foreclosure or mortgage. They're buying out the single family homes. Of commercial backed securities, CMBS, guaranteed by Government National Mortgage Association, Fannie Mae, and Freddie Mac. And I know, like, before COVID happened, Fannie Mae was under some shit, man. They were being investigated hardcore. And Freddie Mac, too. I remember those names. God, and that was like in the fucking first part of the 2000s. Anyway, in August 2020, BlackRock received approval from the China Securities Regulatory Commission. Hear that, guys? China. To set up a mutual fund business in the country. This made BlackRock the first global asset manager to get consent from the Chinese government to start operations in the country. I'm pretty sure that was because, we're allowing China to buy up farmland in this country, in America. I just want to know, is China buying up farmland in other fucking countries too? In November 2021, BlackRock lowered its investment in India while increasing investment in China. The firm maintains its dedicated India fund, through which it invests in Indian startups, Byju's, Paytm, and Pine Labs. On December 28th, 2022, it was announced that BlackRock. Y'all gonna want to listen to this shit real closely. Listen to this shit. Y'all gonna want to listen to this. Listen. On December 28th, 2022, it was announced that BlackRock and Vladimir Zelensky had coordinated a role for the company in the reconstruction of Ukraine. This was after BlackRock CEO Larry Fink and Zelensky met over a video conference in September of 2022. Wow, it just makes all sense, doesn't it now, you guys? In April of 2023, the company was hired to sell $114 billion of its assets of Signature Bank and Silicon Valley Bank. And for those of you who don't know where Silicon Valley is, it's Central California area. After the 2023 United States banking crisis. In June 2023, BlackRock filed an application with the United States Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, to launch a spot Bitcoin exchange traded fund ETF. And in November 2023, it filed another application for a spot Ethereum ETF. The spot Bitcoin ETF filing and 10 others were approved on January 10th, 2024. This year, on January 19th, 2024, the iShares Bitcoin Trust ETF, IBIT, was the first spot Bitcoin ETF to reach $1 billion in volume. In July 2023, the company appointed Amin H. Nasser, Amin H. Nasser, okay, to its board. Nasser, the chief executive officer of Saudi Aramco, the world's largest oil company, will fill BlackRock's board vacancy left by Bader El-Saad in 2024. In August 2023, BlackRock signed an agreement with New Zealand to establish a New Zealand $2 billion investment fund for solar, wind, green hydrogen, battery storage, and EV charging projects as part of its goal of reaching 100% renewable energy by 2030. And for those of you, go research Agenda 2030. In January 2024, BlackRock announced that it would acquire the investment fund Global Infrastructure Partners for $12.5 billion. BlackRock agreed to pay $3 billion in cash. $3 billion in fucking cash. Jesus. And 12 million of its own shares as part of the deal to buy GIP. In March 2024, BlackRock launched their first tokenized fund, the BlackRock USD Institutional Digital Liquidity Fund on Ethereum, which represents investments in U.S. Treasury bills and repo agreements. The fund secured $245 million in assets in the first week. On July 15, 2024, BlackRock removed from circulation an advertisement filmed in 2022 that briefly featured. Here we go, guys. Listen. Let me reread that. On July 15, 2024, BlackRock removed from circulation an advertisement film commercial filmed in 2022 that briefly featured Thomas Matthew Crooks, the gunman in the attempted assassination of Donald Trump. The firm expanded its headquarters at 50 Hudson Yards in mid 2024. That's the history right there, you guys. It seems like BlackRock needs to be deeply investigated. I'm pretty sure someone in BlackRock had something to do with the assassination attempt. So their finances in 2000, we're in the finance part now, which is only a short paragraph. In 2020, the nonprofit American Economic Liberties Project issued a report highlighting the fact that the big three asset management firms, BlackRock, Vanguard, and State Street, managed over $15 trillion in combined global assets under management, an amount equivalent to more than 3/4 of the U.S. gross domestic product. The report called for structural reforms and better regulations of financial markets. In 2021, BlackRock managed over $10 trillion in assets under management, about 40% of the GDP of the United States, nominal 25.347 trillion. And then it goes into these numbers, which is that was that part. Now we're going to go into mergers and acquisitions. So, through them, here's what they manage: Merrill's Investment Management Division, Managers Division, Barclays Global Investor, Helix Financial Group, Future Advisor, Money Market Fund Business, Bank of America, Energy Infrastructure Investment Platform of First Reserve Corporation, Cash Matrix, Tenenbaum Capital Partners, City or Asset Management Business of City Banamex, somewhere in Mexico, eFront, Apierto, Crios, and Global Infrastructure Partners. Ownership. The Norwegian Sovereign Wealth Fund, which held over 5% of BlackRock from 2014 to 2016, has now significantly reduced its stakes to less than 2%. In March 2018, PNC was BlackRock's largest shareholder with 25% of all shares, but announced in May 2020 that intended to sell all shares worth $17 billion. Over 80% of BlackRock is owned by institutional investors. The 10 largest shareholders as of June 30th, 2024 are listed in the following table. So here's their top 10 shareholders. The Vanguard Group, BlackRock Inc., State Street Corporation, Temasek Holdings Ltd. That's in Singapore. Bank of America. Capital Research Global Investors. Hey, stop digging. Stop messing up my bed. No. Morgan Stanley. Charles Schwab Corporation. Capital World Investors. Geode Capital Management. Issues. Influence and power. Ooh. I better get reading. So influence and power. Due to its power and the sheer size and scope of its financial assets and activities, BlackRock has been called the world's largest shadow bank by the economist and Basler Zeitung. I don't even know if I pronounced that right. Anyway, in 2020, U.S. Representatives Katie Porter and Jesus Garcia proposed a U.S. House bill aiming to restrain BlackRock and other shadow banks. On March 4th, 2021, U.S. Senator Elizabeth Warren suggested that BlackRock should be designated too big to fail and regulated accordingly. BlackRock invests the funds of its clients in numerous publicly traded companies, some of which compete with each other. Because of the size of BlackRock's funds, the company is among the top shareholders of many companies. BlackRock states these shares are ultimately owned by the company's clients, not by BlackRock itself. A view shared by multiple independent academics, but acknowledges it can exercise shareholder votes on behalf of these clients. These clients, in many cases without client input. BlackRock has been the subject of conspiracy theories, including the conspiracy theory that BlackRock owns both Fox News and Dominion voting systems, which Snops described as false. Okay, I don't believe anything that comes out of Snops. They're a fucking fake news outlet. And PolitiFact described as mostly false. Some BlackRock conspiracy theories have incorporated anti-Semitism, such as the conspiracy theory that Jewish people, including BlackRock founder Robert Capito, are part of a cabal responsible for COVID and COVID agenda. Common ownership is when competitors within a market are commonly owned. In other words, these competitors can have the same powerful shareholders if their shares trade publicly. Common ownership has the potential to cause harm because it reduces market competition, which can be bad for consumers and the economy. In response to a widely cited research paper that showed that common ownership raises prices, BlackRock issued a white paper calling the mechanism vague and implausible. At the same time, the research's findings was listed as a risk in BlackRock's annual report. Common ownership can also lead to higher pay for CEOs, even as competition between the firms is reduced. In 2017, BlackRock expanded its environmental, social, and corporate governance (ESG) projects with new staff and products. BlackRock started drawing attention to environmental and diversity issues by means of official letters to CEOs and shareholder votes, together with activist investors or investor networks such as the Carbon Disclosure Project. Y'all taking notes on this shit, right? Which in 2017 backed a shareholder resolution for ExxonMobil to act on climate change. In 2018, it asked Russell 1000 companies to improve gender diversity on their board of directors if they had fewer than 2 women on them. In August 2021, a former BlackRock executive who had served as the company's first global chief investment officer for sustainable investing said he thought the firm's ESG investing was a dangerous placebo dangerous placebo that harms the public interest. The former executive said that financial institutions are motivated to engage in ESG investing because ESG products have higher fees, which in turn increase company profits. In October 2021, the Wall Street Journal editorial board wrote that BlackRock was pushing the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission to adopt rules requiring private companies to publicly disclose their climate impact. Funny how they want private, but not for themselves. Hold on, guys, I lost my spot. Okay. The diversity of their boards of directors and other metrics. The editorial board opined that ESG mandates, which also carry substantial litigation and reputation risk, will cause many companies to shun public markets. This would hurt stock exchanges and asset managers, but most of all, retail investors. In January 2022, BlackRock founder and CEO Larry Fink defended the company's focus on ESG investing, pushing back against accusations that asset manager was using its heft and influence to support a politically correct or progressive agenda. Fink said the practice of ESG is not woke. BlackRock's emphasizes on ESG has drawn criticism as either bowing to anti-business interest or being merely marketing. In a talk at the Aspen Ideas Festival in June 2023, BlackRock CEO Larry Fink said he has stopped using the term ESG because the term has been weaponized. According to an Axios reporter, Fink said I'm ashamed of being part of this conversation. Later, according to Axios, Fink said, quote, I never said I was ashamed. I'm not ashamed. I do believe in conscientious capitalism, only if it benefits you and not the little people, the consumers. In July 2023, BlackRock announced that it would allow retail investors a proxy vote in its biggest ETF from 2024. The move was initiated in the context of claims from U.S. Republicans that BlackRock is systematically trying to push a woke agenda through its pro ESG activities. Under the plan, investors in BlackRock's iShares Core S&P 500 ETF will be asked to make choices from 7 different general policies, ranging from voting generally with BlackRock's management to environmental, social, and governance factors, or or prioritizing Catholic values. Investors will not be able to vote on specific companies. The editorial board of the Wall Street Journal argued that it amounted to a false voting choice since almost all the pre-selected voting policies are devised by the ESG-aligned proxy advisories, Glass Lewis, and Institutional Shareholder Services. Investments in contributors to climate change. Green faith activists protest BlackRock shareholder meeting on May 31st, 2022. Activists, including director Fletcher Harper, were arrested. And that's what happens when you go against the big companies and fucking big pharmas. They will arrest your ass. As of December 2018, BlackRock was the world's largest investor in coal-fired powered stations, holding shares worth $11 billion in 56 companies in the industry. BlackRock owned more oil, gas, and thermal coal reserves than any other investment management company, with total reserves amounting to 9.5 gigatons of CO2 emissions, or 30% of total energy-related emissions from 2017. So y'all heard that, right? The highlighted part right there. The very people that are telling the world that we are the one responsible because we drive our cars and shit. Yet these big companies like BlackRock, let me reread that. BlackRock owned more oil, gas, and thermal coal reserves than any other investment management company. That's just like, the rich saying, we're the ones causing global warming when, take the Kardashians, for instance, practically each family member has their own private jet. I don't own a private jet. John Travolta owns 3 private jets and his own fucking landing strip. The very people that are saying that we're the ones causing global, they need to be talking into a fucking mirror when they say that shit. That's bullshit. It's the rich, the elite, the global, all them motherfuckers. I don't own one car. My mom owns an RV, but these celebrities, these rich people, look how many cars they own. Do they really need all them cars? But they want to say we're the ones killing the planet. You people need to stop idolizing these fucking celebrities and shit. What have they done for you? Nothing. But you broke your bank to go watch their movies, to buy their products, their fucking whatever, you know? Environmental groups, including the Sierra Club and Amazon Watch, launched a campaign in 2018 called Black Rock's Big Problem, claiming that Black Rock is the biggest driver of climate destruction on the planet, due in part to its opposition to fossil fuel divestment. In 2019, climate activists carried out street theater and glued themselves to the door of the company's London offices. On January 10, 2020, a group of climate activists rushed inside the Paris offices of BlackRock France, painting walls and floors with warnings and accusations on the responsibility of the company in the effects of global warming. See, these big companies can't stand the fact that we're calling them out on their bullshit. So now they're going to try to turn the tables and say that we're the ones causing global warming. In May 2019, BlackRock was criticized for the environmental impact of its holdings, as it was a major shareholder in every oil supermajor except Total SA, and in 7 out of 10 biggest coal producers. On January 14, 2020, the company shifted its investment policy. BlackRock CEO Larry Fink said that environmental sustainability would be a key goal for investment decisions. You know, this is how I kind of look at it, and this is in my own opinion. See, the elite, the rich, they want us. They want us to be using e-cars because they know for a fact that there's not enough energy to accommodate all these e-cars. And so we're forced to use e-cars while the rich and elite are still using their fossil vehicles. See where that's all going, everyone? BlackRock and BlackRock announced that it would sell $500 million worth of coal-related assets and created funds that would not invest in companies profiting from fossil fuels. Liars. Nonetheless, BlackRock's support for shareholder resolutions requesting climate risk disclosure fell from 25% in 2019 to 14% in 2020. BlackRock has also been criticized regarding climate change inaction and deforestation in the Amazon rainforest. Could BlackRock actually be responsible for that big wildfire in the Amazon a couple years ago? Just wondering. According to the New Republic, BlackRock has positioned itself as the good guy on Wall Street and its executives as a crew of mild-mannered money managers who understand the risk of the climate crisis and the importance of diversity. But those commitments, critics say, only extend so far into the firm's day-to-day operations. However, according to IESE, BlackRock has indeed influenced polluting companies to lower their carbon emissions. The study showed that companies who met with BlackRock CEO Joshua Fink had lower CO2 emissions the following year. Investments in gun manufacturers. Mm-mm-mm. In May 2018, anti-gun protesters held a demonstration outside the company's annual general meeting in Manhattan. After discussions with firearms manufacturers and distributors on April 5th, 2018, BlackRock introduced two new exchange-traded funds, ETFs, that exclude stocks of gun makers and large gun retailers such as Walmart, Dick's Sporting Goods, Kroger, Sturm Ruger, American Outdoor Brands, and Vista Outdoor, and remove the stocks from 7 existing ESG funds. BlackRock's study of integrating ESG into banking rules. The European Ombudsman opened an inquiry in May 2020 to inspect the Commission's file on the European Commission's decision to award a contract to BlackRock to carry out a study of integrating environmental, social, and governance risks and objectives into EU banking rules, the prudential framework. European Parliament members questioned the impartiality of BlackRock given its investments in the sector. So I guess that's all part of like one world order. They're all, BlackRock is an American investment company and they're allowing them to make up rules for the EU banking system. Right on. U.S. states refusing to do business with BlackRock due to ESG policies. Riley Moore, the state treasurer of West Virginia, said in June 2022 that BlackRock and 5 other financial institutions would no longer be allowed to do business with the state of West Virginia because of the company's advocacy against the fossil fuel industry. One state took a stand against it. Let's see if we can get other states to. In December of 2020, Jimmy Patronis, the chief financial officer of Florida, announced that the government of Florida would be divesting $2 billion worth of investments under management by BlackRock due to the firm's move to strengthen ESG standards and ESG policies. BlackRock later responded to the announcement with a statement stating that the divestment would place politics over investor interest. In October of 2022, Louisiana removed $794 million from BlackRock due to the company's support of ESG and green energy. Criticism of investments in China. In August 2021, BlackRock set up its first mutual fund in China after raising over $1 billion from 111,000 Chinese investors. 111,000 Chinese investors. BlackRock became the first foreign-owned company allowed by the Chinese government to operate a wholly owned business in China's mutual fund industry. Writing in the Wall Street Journal, George Soros, there's another name to fucking write down, guys. George Soros described BlackRock's initiative in China as a tragic mistake. Yeah, right. That would damage the national security interests of the U.S. and other democracies. Yeah. In October of 2021, nonprofit group Consumers Research launched an ad campaign criticizing BlackRock's relationship with the Chinese government. And that explains why China is now able to buy farmland in America. See, puzzle pieces start coming together and shit starts adding up. In December of 2021, it was reported that BlackRock was an investor in two companies that had been blacklisted by the U.S. government, accusing China of human rights abuses against the Uyghurs in Xinjiang. In one case, BlackRock increased its level of investment after the company's blacklisting. In August of 2023, the U.S. House of Representatives Select Committee on the Chinese Communist Party initiated an investment into. Why do I feel that Biden's name's going to be coming up here shortly in this fucking shit, too? Okay. Initiated an investment into the firm's investments in Chinese companies accused of violating human rights and aiding in the People's Liberation Army. The committee concluded that BlackRock channeled $1.9 billion into blacklisted entities in 2023. Ties with the Federal Reserve. BlackRock was scrutinized for allegedly taking advantage of its close ties with the Federal Reserve during COVID-19 pandemic response efforts. Is that why everyone got one stimulus check and no more after that? I think we should just fucking do away with BlackRock and kick him the fuck out of America. In June 2020, the New Republic wrote that BlackRock was having a very good pandemic and was casting itself as socially responsible while contributing to the climate catastrophe, evading regulatory scrutiny, and angling to influence a potential Biden administration. Knew it was coming. Mind you, this is the first time I'm reading this, so there's no fucking proofreading. I'm reading it as I'm going. So that just shows how much research I've really done into this shit. The Financial Times described BlackRock as having secured a prominent advisory role in the Fed's post-COVID asset purchase program, prompting concerns over whether BlackRock would use its influence to encourage the Fed to purchase BlackRock. To purchase BlackRock products during the Fed's 2020 quantitative easing program. BlackRock's corporate bond ETF received $4.3 billion in new investment, compared to the respective $33 million and $15 million received by BlackRock's competitors, Vanguard Group and State Street. On May 26, 2020, the contract was released publicly. The New York Times wrote about the contract that BlackRock will earn no more than $7.75 million per year for the main bond portfolio it will manage. It will also be prohibited from earning fees on the sale of bond-backed exchange-traded funds, a segment of the market it dominates. Investments in cryptocurrency. As of 2024, BlackRock operates the world's largest Bitcoin fund. So now we're going into key people. As of 2024, BlackRock has a 17-person board of directors, including Larry Fink, founder, chairman, CEO, William E. Ford, Fabrizio Freda, Margaret Peggy L. Johnson, Robert S. Capito, founder and co-president, Cheryl D. Mills, Amin H. Nasser, Gordon M. Nixon, Charles H. Robbins, Hans V. Vestberg, Susan Wagner, founder, member of the board, Mark Wilson. People who have previously served on the BlackRock board of directors include Brian Deese, former global head of sustainable investing, and Blake Grossman, former vice chairman. And that is what they say. So now it all makes sense to why BlackRock is buying up property. So just think it's quite interesting. Sorry, the one I'm using it's my crack screen because I had to use my actual phone to read the fucking article. So yeah, everything makes sense. Everything's adding up, and this is why they're screwing up with everything because hey, mamas, they don't want us to know this shit. They don't want us to be sorry. My phone this phone died. So yeah, everything makes total sense now. Everything adds up. And if you want to blame, I think BlackRock needs to be held accountable for the homeless families out here because they're, yeah, they got, in my opinion, I think BlackRock may actually hold a small part in the assassination attempt of Donald Trump. So, everyone, seriously, I'm only brushing up on the top part of BlackRock. I can't do everyone's work for them. I can't do the research for everyone, you know? Yeah, we do got proof now, Shanda. You're right. And that was just from Wikipedia. So, you know, they're not like telling the full on story, you know, about, but look, look at the shit they're tied up with. Fucking Biden administration, all the motherfuckers, you know? Cheers. Really sad, actually. It really is. And this is just one of the rabbit holes I go down, you know? I'm almost done. This is like my little, what do you guys think of my little studio thing? It's coming together. I got these nice lace curtains. Actually remind me of the curtains I grew up with. And then got the little lights. Look at that. And oh, I'm gonna decorate these up here. I went and got these. Check them out. Damn it. So I went and got these. Check them out. I'm like so all about Day of the Dead shit, you know? These were cookies. By the way, the cookies tasted really fucking bad. But you know, I'm hoping I got them at Shanda. You're near a grocery outlet. See if your grocery outlet has them. That's where I got these. I'm gonna go buy me three. They only come in these these three. But what I'm gonna do is take this part off, like this. Check it out. Boom. I'm gonna put them up here. And Dollar Tree had some for Halloween decorations. They have you know the Christmas tree garlands. They have Day of the Dead ones. So what I'm gonna do is line, yeah, just totally decorate this up here. Like I said, I got this. This is my dark curtain. All I gotta do is untie it and it drops. And ouch. Check out the hat my brother gave me. Oh, check that shit out. Where? Look at that. What's up? Um, Ah, shit. Fucking visors. So, yeah. Hold on, guys. Ugh. Yeah, well, fuck. I go through some bad panic attacks when my fucking OCD kicks in. Um, we had a Trump parade out here just the other day. I got my upside down flag and went fucking flew. I want to show you guys something else. Hold on. Big boo. See, more Day of the Dead stuff. Let's see, there's that one. These little ones. My sage. That's my sage. Here's Spencer. That's my baby brother right there. I need to get a case for the. Took my flag and folded it because if anyone's a trooper, it was my Spencer. So yeah, you got my little instant thingy. That doesn't go. I don't like my little, thing. Memorial. Every time they have a Democratic building. Every time we drive by, I always yell out the window, "Camel toes a professional cocksucker." And the Democrats get so fucking mad about it. I'm yeah the teams I'm hoping that they still have them so I can put them on both. So it's not just. So I'm like looking up and the camera picks up both sides of this whole. I keep all my arts and crafts shit up on that side. Um, my pink Himalayan salt lamp, the RV Bible, kitchen stuff, vacuum cleaner that you can plug into your lighter outlet so you can vacuum the floor and shit. So pretty well equipped to staying clean. I got that instant thingy at the Dollar Tree. And the instance I got, I didn't realize the smoke left like an oil puddle and it stinks. Like it literally smells like an old man's house, an old man that's been puffing on a cigar and shit. But everyone, research BlackRock. There's more entities to them, there's more to the story. I know what I know to get by. It's just I can't do the research for everyone. You guys have to do it yourselves too. Otherwise, you're not going to learn and understand. There. I don't even think they have it anymore. Blue beam project. Do the blue lights? These fucking that right there alone and shit. Ah, shit, I better unlock the door for my mom. But yeah, it's just crazy that It takes one fucking little commercial or something to fucking pop across your screen. And that's what happens with me. I things pop up through the algorithm. So things pop up on my screen. Most people bypass it. Not me. I'm like a fucking curious fucking cat with 9 lives. I'm gonna go fucking check that shit out. And that's what how I found out about BlackRock and why a lot of families in America are becoming homeless. Because BlackRock is buying out their fucking mortgages and booting their asses out to the streets. So they can tear my theory is they want to tear down the homes and put something else. So the next stream I'm gonna do, I see when they done puppy. Um Up in Portland, I've been seeing this company. Will you stop messing up the bed? Lamb Labs. LAM Labs. Now I did a small research on him and or not him, but on the company. And it's a company based the first office or first whatever lab came out of San Francisco. But now if you go up to Portland to the Tualatin, Oregon area, if you go no. Be Tualatin Sherwood border, you will see a shitload of lamb labs popping up all over the fucking place. See, this is what I do when I travel. See, a lot of you people think I do stupid shit out here. But as I'm traveling, I'm paying attention to what's being built out here. And that's how I find this shit out, you guys. Like seriously, this is how I find things out. All because I see a name on a fucking building. I go research it and then boom, it's like a fucking hurricane fucking forming, you know? So, and the I guess CEO founder of Lamb is you guys want to know where this one's from? Check it out. China. Yep, China. So, I will be getting all my shit rounded up on that and we're going to learn about lamb research and what their purpose in this country is for. So, we're gonna fucking smoke up, and then I'm gonna hop off. My mom should be showing back up here soon. Kind of broke down. We lost our starter. Well, it's getting ready to go. Right now, it's a hit and miss with starting her up and going. Some random dude out of Washington parked behind us. Get hooked up some weed. And I'm getting dog hair all over it too. So So what I'm gonna do after I'm done here, I'm gonna take what I just read to all y'all. I just like reading out loud. Um, I will post that on my community page because there were like highlighted parts. You know, you can click on it, it takes you like jumps you over there. Um, I don't got the. I guess apparently, in order to like show things on your screen and share, you have to buy into the package deal. I don't do that shit. If it's not free, I'm not fucking using it. But Noni, I'm sorry that you can't dig in the bed, puppy. Want to come say bye to everyone? No. See, it's always fucking a game with pit bulls outsmarting each other, and that's what my dogs and I do. We outsmart each other. Each one of my puppies are so smart. Hi, Noni. He's like, fuck you, bitch. Anyway, I'm losing my hair. But yeah, Black Rock, get um, um, I'm gonna put the what I just read up. That way, y'all can click on those go through and click on those highlighted spots, and it takes you to other places and shit and whatnot. But um, I'm gonna go ahead and hop off here because I think my mom's getting ready to pull up. So thank you for coming in and listening. Remember, go research these motherfuckers. There's what fucking this see. Look closer up on the curtains. Aren't those nice? Got those at the Goodwill for $3.50. So everyone stay blessed, stay united, and yeah, peace everyone.